Hey everyone, welcome to the explainer video for the first RubyMotion course. Developing for mobile, and in particular iOS, has become a huge opportunity for developers looking to get paid more, work on interesting projects, or just take those ideas they've been having and make them a reality. Coming from a web background can make this a daunting change of pace though, without someone or something to help ease you into it. There is a large array of frameworks to learn, and languages like Objective-C are a bit much to try and confront at the same time. Even with the much more friendly Swift language, there is still a lot to wrap your head around as you get a little deeper. This is why working in a familiar and easier to start with language like Ruby can get you started much faster. This course is going to be something that will guide you into the world of iOS development with RubyMotion, and I will be that someone that you can ask questions. Now, there are some prerequisites for this course. I'm making the assumption that you know Ruby. You don't have to be a Ruby expert, but you should be able to structure decent object-oriented code in Ruby. I'm also assuming that you have already set up RubyMotion. This means you should have Xcode installed and have purchased and installed RubyMotion onto your Mac. There is 3 key parts to this course, each containing 4 episodes. A new episode is going to be released every week until all 12 episodes are released. Each episode will cover a core aspect of what you will need to learn to start developing iOS applications with RubyMotion, and will be between 5 and 20 minutes long. In part 1, you will be introduced to the most essential ideas and classes as you build a basic Hello World application. Part 2 starts to dive into how to properly lay out your user interface using a technology called auto layout, so that you can make your app work on many different screen sizes and orientations with ease. It then finishes off by showing you how to use the various controls and inputs, as well as how to start going past a single screen. Finally, in part 3, you will be finishing up your road to mastering the basics of iOS development by learning how to navigate between screens in other ways, like presenting a screen modally or using a tab bar. Once you've mastered navigation, you will learn all about table views, which are one of the core modes of interaction in almost any iOS application. An incredibly versatile way to display your data to users. When you put all this knowledge together, you'll be able to create many different kinds of applications, as well as have the foundational knowledge to then learn about more specific topics like location tracking, using the camera, and communicating with the server. After finishing this course, you're going to be able to start building out your application's UI and core interaction. Let your users navigate seamlessly between different screens in your application, and create applications that fit into Apple's guidelines of what your UI should conform to. There is a lot to learn, but you will be surprised how easy it will be to pick it up. And if you do ever have issues, I'm here to help. Remember to also watch the wrap-up video, which will be released after all 3 parts. This will give you tips and pointers on some next steps for you. Finally, I highly suggest that after you watch each episode, you do the homework that will be attached to most episodes. This will give you a guide to do something similar to what was done in the episode, but with a slightly different result, giving you a chance to stretch your skills. Hope you enjoy the course. I'll see you in episode 1. Hello RubyMotion.